Welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Alex. Subscribe and start your daily yoga practice today. All levels are welcome. No props are needed. We're going to start in a child's pose. Bring the big toes together. Knees are apart. Walk your hands out and away from you. Bring your awareness to the present moment. Shift your focus to the breath. Arrive. Let's take a few rounds of breath right where we are. Eyes can be closed, but having your eyes open will help you to stay present. Just keep your expression soft. Press up to a tabletop. Knees underneath the hip, hands shoulder width, distance. Tuck your toes and let's draw some circles with the torso. Moving forward, back, and around. Did I unmute? Let me make sure. Just checking. So draw some circles with the torso. And this will stretch into the wrists, into the hands, the bottoms of the feet. All right. Neutral spine. 3, cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round, and press everything away. 2 more. Inhale. Let these build. Long exhale. Round spine. Once more. Long exhale. Neutral. Find somewhere in the middle. Extend the right leg back, keep the toes down, and let's press back and forth, stretching through the calf and the foot. You can also stretch the forearms a little bit, just turn around one wrist at a time. If all the way around is too much, just go sideways. All right, hands are normal, back to normal, whatever normal is. Lift the right leg back up and hold here for a moment. The left toes are not tucked. Lifted leg is engaged. And look just a little bit ahead of your mat or wherever will keep the back of the neck comfortable and long. Bend the right knee, create a right angle, and draw some circles to the right, in, back, and around. Soft elbows will help you to level out the torso. All right, right foot between the hands. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're stretching the left hip flexor. You might use blocks to bring the floor closer to you. And for a little extra, lower the chin and scoop the tailbone forward. That might be a little bit much already, but give it a try. Smooth out the breath in and out through the nose. Sit back into a half split. Walk all the way back, sitting either on the left heel or inside of it. Oh, my hamstrings are tight. Sit up and fold over the right leg. Every day is different. And you have to warm up every time. I know it sounds a little daunting, but just if you know that, you'll know it's okay to slow down. Sit up, shift the weight forward, back to a kneeling lunge. Lean on the left hand, right hand on top of the right knee for a middle upper back twist. This is one of my favorites. Bring the left shoulder blade forward, the right one back. Right hand down to the mat. Back to a tabletop. Find some stillness. Scan the body right to left and feel what has started to shift. One cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Left side, lift the left leg up. Feel the hamstrings engage. Weight is even between the hands, and it's also even, oh, I forgot. Left toes down. And press back and forth to stretch through the foot and the calf. And if you want to roll out the wrists or stretch them again this time, you can try putting the top of the hand down. That's kind of a lot for me. Okay. Reach your left leg up. Now feel the hip or the hamstring engage, and try not to open up to the side. You might need to lower the left hip bone toward the mat. Find a little bit of space between the shoulders and your ears. Bend the left leg, create a right angle, and then circles out, in, and back. I used to not like this one because I felt like the leg's not supposed to go this way, but I was just, I guess, tight. Left leg up between your hands, and the poses that frustrate you the most or that you don't like, they're kind of the ones you really need. So, kneeling lunge. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle, shoulders away from your ears. For extra, lower the chin and tuck the tailbone forward. Half split. Ooh, my left hamstrings are always weird, but they're really tight today. Sit up, sit back, and fold over your right leg. Your left leg. The straight leg. Sit up. Back to a kneeling lunge. And right hand down, left hand on top of the left knee. So try not to lean onto the outside edge of the back foot too much. You're going to press and twist so that the middle upper back is getting attention. Left hand to the mat. Tabletop. Hold here for a moment. Contain the energy. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Round and press everything away. Neutral. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, press up, press back, and feel this in the shoulders especially. Let's pedal through the feet, bend one knee at a time. But the lower body is more warmed up than the upper body, so notice if that is something you notice. Every down dog is different. Soft bend in the knees so you can walk to the top of your mat and relax over both legs. Soften the knees so the entire back body can release. Even if you're super flexible, give this a try. Soft bend in the knees so you can press up to standing. Take a moment, reconnect to the present moment, connect to the breath. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Look up, reach up. Swan dive forward over soft legs. Right foot back to a lunge. Tall on the toes of the back foot every single time. Roll the shoulders away from your ears. Left foot back, plank pose. A little bit of strength, a little bit at a time. Press the mat away. Let's lower all the way down. Rest the forehead on your left hand. Bring the right foot in for a quad stretch. Press the hips forward and down. Switch sides. Bring the left foot in. And release. Press up to a tabletop and back to downward dog. Step the right foot between your hands for a lunge. And from here, adding on a lunge twist, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down. Step to the top of your mat, long exhale over the legs. Round up. Arms overhead for 3 breaths. Option to reach up and find a back bend. Lift out, forward fold. Left foot steps back, lunge. Right foot to plank. This time, lower the knees down, and we're going to do a chaturanga push-up, elbows in close, and you just go down halfway. And press up. Once more. Press through to upward facing dog. Linger here. Tops of the feet are down. If you can shrug your shoulders and then unshrug them, open up the front body. Downward dog, tuck the toes, lift up, press back. Step the left foot up between the hands, lunge. Lunge, twist. Right hand down, left arm opens. Left hand down. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Long exhale. Round up. Arms overhead for 3 breaths. Reach up. Lift out, forward fold. Inhale, long flat back, halfway lift. And from this look-up position, hands down, plank pose. Let's do one chaturanga. So just chaturanga actually, and then upward facing dog, downward dog, press up and back. Step the right foot up between the hands for crescent lunge. So set up the same lunge that you've set up every other time, pretty much, but establish a foundation so that you can bring the upper body up, hands to hips. The back knee will straighten over time, and we're not pressing through the back heel. You're kind of launching forward, shoulders down, and then arms overhead. I like to keep my elbows soft, and then see how the hands are kind of straight up over my shoulders. And then over time, even within one practice, start to straighten the elbows without arching the chest forward too much. Float your hands down to the mat, framing the right foot back to a plank, one chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog, crescent lunge, left side, left foot steps up. Establish the foundation. It's very important. Lift up. Hands to hips will kind of help you to get your torso where you want it because you won't be too far forward. Don't be afraid to keep the back knee soft. Arms overhead. And remember, you're not pressing through the back heel. Try not to arch the chest forward as you reach your arms overhead. Palms face each other. Hands to the mat, lunge. Left foot back to a plank. For an extra challenge, you can lower your knees or not. Or Vinyasa, or take your Vinyasa back to downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Sit back in a child's pose on your elbows. So you're going to prop up on your elbows and then touch each shoulder, starting to open up into the triceps. You're going to walk the elbows away and bring the forehead down. This is one of my new favorites. Also, think about how much you've accomplished since your last child's pose. Good job. That's proof that you can do whatever you want with your time when you really want to. Press into your hands to sit up. And thread the right arm underneath the left. Make a pillow with your left hand and stretch across the shoulder in a thread the needle variation. Switch so that the right ear is down. Left hand on top of the right hand. Try to press the left elbow straight for a middle upper back twist and press down a little bit with the left sit bone so that, again, this stays in the torso where you want it. So that the right ear is down. Left hand on top of the right hand. Release. Use your left hand to help you up. Walk the right hand forward. Make a fist with the right hand so you can thread the left underneath, palm up. Using your hand will make some space for the shoulders to relax and try to level out. Using your hand will make some space for the shoulders to relax and try to level out. Switch so that the left ear is down. Right hand on top of the left, and you're going to try to press the right hand or the right arm straight. Try to keep the right hip sit bone down. And release. Press into your hands. Come back up to a tabletop. Tuck the toes and hover your knees. So if you go back too far, that gets easier and it's more of a thigh workout. Let's try to make this core and upper body. So the shoulders are going to be forward over the wrists. Downward dog. Stand on the left leg. Reach the right leg back and up. Squeeze the right glute. Press into the right hand a little extra to try to level the shoulder. Ouch. Okay, right knee behind the right wrist for pigeon. Sit down. Try to square your hips to the top of your mat. And lengthen out over your right leg. Let's start to release. Press up. Back to a downward facing dog with the right leg back and up. Explore some of the new space available to squeeze the right glute and reach the right leg away from you. Lizard lunge, right side. Make sure the right knee stays over the ankle. Both hands are inside of the right leg. You can stay lifted. You can go to forearms or elbows, or maybe you have a really big dog that's sitting there in front of you. You can rest on them. I kind of wish I did sometimes. And for extra, you'll lift the back knee. Carefully release out back to a three-legged dog with the right leg lifted. Stay with me, right foot up between your hands. Lunge. Lower the back knee. We're going back to a half split. Option to sit all the way back or stay halfway lifted up on fingertips or blocks. Sole of the foot is off of the mat and you are trying to lengthen the spine. Stay present. Try not to let the mind wander. Let's flatten out the front foot carefully and rock a little bit right and left to stretch out the top of the foot and the ankle. Shift your weight back to a lunge, lifting the back knee. And three-legged dog, right leg back and up. You've got so much more space. Keep the weight in the front part of the hands. Start to press the left heel down. Try to level out the shoulders. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Lift onto the toes. Tuck your chin and ripple through. Lift your chin at the end. Back to downward facing dog. Stand on the right foot. Lift the left back up. Try to open up through the triceps, so you don't want to be too far forward. Bring your head between the arms, but keep the head and neck relaxed. Lizard lunge, left side. Take your time. We're here for about 5 or 6 rounds of breath, give or take. Take your time. Relaxing into the breath, into this moment. Keep the knee over the ankle and option to lift the back. Okay, left knee over the ankle. Option to lift the back knee. Relaxing into the breath, into this moment. Keep the knee over the ankle and option to lift the back, the left knee. Option to lift the back knee. Carefully release out. Bring the left foot between the hands, and we're back to a 3-legged dog with the left leg lifted. Pigeon, left side. Bring the left foot between the hands, and we're back to a 3-legged dog with the left leg lifted. We're here for about the same amount of time. Stay present, stay in the moment. It's warm out today. Forward fold. Remember to release tension as it arises. Let's release back to a 3-legged dog with the left leg lifted. Reach, use the space. My hamstrings are tight. Left leg up between your hands, lunge. Lower the right knee. Sit back into a half split, whatever variation you'd like to practice today. Left leg up between your hands, lunge. Lower the right knee. Sit back into a half split, whatever variation you'd like to practice today. And flatten out the front foot. Just a little right out. The side, my left leg is so weird. Right and left, stretching out the front of your foot and the ankle. Back to a lunge. Back to three-legged dog. Open up, really reach. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Untuck the toes, press back into a child's pose on the elbows. Tricep stretch. Press up to a tabletop and sit to one side. Bring your legs out and around in front of you. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the outsides of the feet. And let's fold over butterfly legs. You can use your elbows to press the knees open. And sit to one side. Bring your legs out and around in front of you. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the outsides of the feet. And let's fold over butterfly legs. Sit up. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Left foot in, right foot out. Sitting up tall. Reach the left arm up and over for a side body stretch. Try not to lean forward. Keep this in the side. Sit up. Turn to face the long edge of the mat. Left foot in, right foot out. Sitting up tall. Sit up, baby wild thing. You're going to lean on the left hand, left knee, right foot. Try not to lean forward. Keep this in the side. And sit back down. Arms side to side. Be a little bit strict. Rotate toward the right leg. Right hand behind you on fingertips. The left hand reaches over and across for the pinky edge. Press down with the right hand and pull with the left as you bring the right shoulder blade back, the left one forward. And sit up. Baby wild thing, 2. Oh, I forgot I kicked my shin. It hurts. I'm okay. And sit back down. Rotate toward the right leg so you're square to it. And we're actually going to cross the left leg over the right so that the knees are stacked. Round the spine and bring the forehead to your left knee. So you're almost leaning back a little bit. Tuck the chin, and you'll feel this in the right leg, in the back. Ooh, in the IT band. And sit up. Let's switch sides. Bring the right leg in, left leg out. Sit up tall. Right arm up and over for a side body stretch. And sit up. Let's switch sides. Bring the right leg in, left leg out. Sit up tall. And sit up, baby wild thing. Push the hips forward. If you're comfortable, let the head go back. Really reach. Sit back down. Arms are side to side. Twist toward the left leg. What's my hair doing? Hold on to the outside of the first place your left hand down next to you, excuse me. And the right arm reaches over and across for the pinky edge. Press down with the left and pull with the right to twist. Sit up, baby wild thing. Lean on the right hand, right shin. Left foot open up. And sit down. Rotate toward the left leg. Stack the knees. Give yourself a moment to establish. And then you can place your hands on the mat, round the chin, and you're going to lean back a little. So you're thinking concave, or at least trying to round the spine, forehead to the knee. Keep the left foot lightly flexing. Ouch. And sit up. Extend both legs out. So we're sitting in a straddle. This might be plenty. To add on, you're going to place your hands behind you and scoot yourself forward, shoulders back and down. And then walk forward. I can't go very far here, so not that that means anything to you. Just honor where you are today. Find enough sensation to where you're doing something, but it's not stressful. Walk your hands back in. Sit up, sit cross-legged, sit comfortably, roll the shoulders back and down. And then reach the arms overhead. We're going to twist to the right. Bring the right arm behind you up on fingertips like we did before. Left hand to the right knee. Sit up tall and bring the right shoulder back. Don't worry so much about the head and the neck. Twist the torso. Just if you're looking to the right and stressing that, you're not getting exactly what we're going for. And release. Lift your arms overhead to reset. And stay lifted with the torso as you twist to the left. And release through center. Reach the arms up. And lower them down. We're going to slow down with some neck stretching. It's my other new favorite thing besides the triceps. Tilt the right ear toward the right shoulder, but try not to angle anything like jutting your chin out. So you're just going to tilt. Sit up or lift up, and then tilt to the other side. You might just see how you normally go and then try to adjust or keep an eye out for where you start to lean. I lean my head forward to tilt to the side, but I don't want to. Sit up or lift up, and then tilt to the other side. You might just see how you normally go and then try to adjust. Center. We're going to look over the right shoulder. I like to kind of look and see how I would normally look, like if someone were to yell out, "Hey, Alex, you're a great yoga teacher." I'd quickly turn like that. But what I want to do is practice just moving my head, stretching out the neck. I hope you thought that was funny. Center, look over the left shoulder. Center. Lift the chin. You can keep your teeth closed for a little extra and try not to lean back. You're just lifting the chin up. So I feel this more, honestly, in the base of my skull, in the front of my neck. center, lower the chin without slouching forward. So maybe actually this is where I feel it at the top of my neck. Center, half or full circles. Be so grateful that you took some time to take care of your neck. It's up there with with one of the most important parts of your body. We hold a lot of stress here, and being able to look, let's say, like both ways is important. Physically and in a kind of spiritual sense, being able to see perspectives. All right, let's close with a breath. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Lift up, reach up. Long exhale. Trust your intuition. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your presence. Thank yourself for your amazing presence. And I will see you next time very soon. Namaste. Hello. Is there anybody out there?